Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, we're gonna play Orzhov Superfriends. Well, really just friends because all we have is Liliana, Kaya, a little bit of Archangel Elspeth, and a little bit of Karn the Living Legacy. That's the all planeswalker we have in this deck, but do they work so well with Beseech the Mirror? The whole idea of this deck, outside of Kaya, is that I want to be able to Beseech the Mirror out whatever planeswalker I might need the moment I need it, or I can Beseech out a Day of Judgment and just blow up the whole board. So the whole deck is just removal, a little bit of hand disruption with Liliana, a little bit of graveyard hate with Ghost Vacuum, a lot of card draw with Maze Mind Tome, and eventually we're going to use our planeswalker as leverage for value till we win. So here's the whole deck list. In the early game, we're going to have 3 Authority of the Consul and 1 Ghost Vacuum. So the Ghost Vacuum, of course, is to Graveyard Hate, disrupt any combos or kill any combos our opponent may have. But Authority of the Consul is not just a mono red or haste hater, right? So Authority of the Consul is very good against those mono red or Boros decks because we gain life for every creature they play, and their haste means nothing because their creature coming to play tap. But we can also sacrifice Authority of the Consul to our Beseech the Mirror, which is very important because we want to be able to get out whatever spell we want to play on turn 4. So yeah, that's why there's 3 Authority Consul in the deck. Usually you only want 1 on board, but this deck, it doesn't matter if we have multiple of them. It gains us all the life, and then we can sack to the Beseech. Turn 2, we have a slew of removal. We got 2 Get Lost, 2 Anoint with Affliction, 2 Go for the Throw, 3 Nowhere to Run, 2 Shieldred's Edict, and all of these are removals, and then 4 Maze Mind Tome for card draws so that we can always be on tempo with our opponent. The card draws are very important in these kind of decks. Turn 3, we have 2 Make Your Move. More removal against artifacts or enchantments. We don't have enough against artifact enchantments, just Get Lost so far. So Make Your Move could work. And also it kills creature with power 4 or greater, like a Shieldred, an Archfiend. Don't see a lot of those nowadays, but it could still work. And then we have 2 Liliana, which is very good at on-tempo play because we make our opponent sacrifice their only creature and Liliana sticks on board for the next turn. Then we have 2 Staff of Completion, another very important piece in this deck because the Staff of Completion can help us draw cards, very good for, when we are running out of fume, and also help us get a Proliferate on, which all of our Planeswalker can benefit from that. It's also technically a Mana Rock at 2 life. All these lives are very painful, but with Authority and with Maze Mind Tome, we'll be able to gain them back pretty easily. Then turn 4, we have 1 Archangel, our Archangel. This is an amazing card because when we get to the -6, which is pretty easy to do with Staff, with Proliferation, we can then bring back all the Maze Mind Tomes that we sacrifice to the Beseech. We can bring back Staff of Completion if our opponent happened to break it. We can bring back Liliana in case our opponent attack it to death. We can bring back our Authorities if we sack it to the Beseech. So yeah, Archangel, we usually want her to -6 in this deck. It's not that hard to do because you plus one once on her, and then the next turn you use the Staff of Completion. She's at 6, you can sack it right away. And we have 2 Day of Judgment for board wipe, 4 Beseech the Mirror, making it basically 4 cards that will be any one of the other cards in our deck that we can play immediately on turn 4, as long as we have a artifact or enchantment on board that we can bargain to. And then we have 1 Karn the Living Legend. Now, I want to -7, but of course, that's very hard to do. Even with Staff of Completion, it takes 2 turns to get to 7, and then an extra turn to crack Karn. But if you do, all the Power Stones, all the Maze Mind Tomes, all the treasures that we can make, they all have the Emblem ability, which will be fantastic. I don't really see it happening, but it could. More than likely, we're just going to make Power Stones, and the Power Stones can help power out the Maze Mind Tome, and if we have enough of it, we can power out and untap on a Staff of Completion, which might also matter. But not crazy about Karn, that's why there's only 1 in the deck. And then at the end we have Kaya, right? The ultimate top end. 1 Kaya the Intangible Slayer that gains us lives in case we're dying, draws us cards in case we're out of cards, and exile a creature or enchantment in case we need to have board presence. So that's a whole package. Now of course, very control heavy deck, so 26 lands. We have 2 Plains, 2 Swamps, 4 Concealed Courtyard, 4 Restless Fortress, 4 Shadowy Backstreets for our black-white package. Then we have 2 Demo Fields, 4 Fountainport, and 4 Sunken Citadel. Now, Sunken Citadel is pretty good to use on the Fountainports, and I would think that you always name black because we want to 3 black pip for Beseech the Mirror. That's the whole idea of this deck. Now let's see how we do in the games. Alright, our opponent is Gil. Gil from The Simpsons? Oh, Gil, you're gonna do the thing with you're not gonna win. I can't do the Gil. But it's funny though. I love old Gil. He's just so unlucky. Lucky today, he gets to go first. We got a removal, but yeah, this is gonna be tough. All right, just do the black. We got Beseech. Blue-white, huh? Every time I see blue, I shudder at the thought of counterspells. I know I played it myself, but you know, counterspells is just such a. It feels like it gets you, right? When you play counterspells, you can never run it at the right time, but it feels like when your opponent has counterspells, they always get it. It's just the salt talking. All right, they got 2 cards. They got 2 different. They got 3 different colors. I guess we throw out the Maze Mind Tome. Is there anything I want to remove? Probably not. They could probably counter the Maze Mind Tome anyways. They don't, which is good. Is Esper Control? Good old Esper Control? I was not expecting a good old Esper Control deck, so I don't think I'd throw out the staff there, right? It's just kind of, that's kind of risky. No, I have a land to play next turn, and the Maze Mind Tome should draw me more cards, which should draw into more lands. Let's not just sit here on lands. There are 3 Duress in this deck, I believe. Maybe I can draw into one of those. That would help. Not a Duress. Do we throw a Ghost Vacuum here? Does that do much of anything? It threatens, but it doesn't threaten that well. I kind of want to put it out there, right? It doesn't threaten that well, but I don't know what our opponent's doing yet, so we might be able to just sacrifice it. Storm Chaser's Talent, okay. This is the bounce deck. I hate to fight the bounce deck, but we're gonna have to, right? So if it's the bounce deck, then I gotta be careful with how I play my hands out. Authority. I do like to respect my authority. I have a DOJ. Don't think that's worth it though. I mean, like, I lose my Ghost Vacuum for a DOJ. Against 2 otters? Not really much else I can do. The authority is good, but it's also not great, because the otters will kill me real quick if I'm not careful. So I could kill both of these. But I really need the mana. Guess our Maze Mind Tome's gonna have to do Maze Mind Tome things. With Nightmare. We got this town on what? It does not let me see what he targets? Oh, on my staff. That's weird. You can proliferate. That's not very good. Exile this count, so his Storm Chaser Talon doesn't bring it back. Put a page counter on. I need lands more than get lost. Right, I need a land, but didn't get it, so guess we'll bargain out. What can we actually get here? Just the Day of Judgment. Had to do it there. Yep. Get our Elspeth up.
So long as I am by your side. Form up on me!
He gets a Scry too. 2 to the bottom is good for me. Nowhere to run on my little angel. Not even an angel yet. Oh boy, okay. This is gonna be a fight. A fight that I can't have, so it's not the end of the world. Just do Day Judgment again. Nowhere to run, alright. Gonna get authority, and I can get staff, I can get... Is there anything to return? Doesn't look like it. Non-land permanent mana value 0 or less. Is this sacrifice? This sacrifices. Well, I don't have enough to sacrifice anyway, so I don't think I'd do it. This doesn't sacrifice, right? When there's 4 more, I just exile it. You can level his Storm Chaser up to the max. Second Storm Chaser's Talon. Yikes. I will draw a card. A land. I also have a nowhere to run for your creature. Okay. Get my Staff of Completion. Which one is maxed out? This one's
basically
maxed
a
out.
pro at saving the world.
Haha, GG! You degenerate deck, you get out of here. Well, he has old Gil. Not very lucky. Alright, our opponent is Gorkanorro. Gorkanorro's letting us go first. We have no removal. He's showing us black sleeves, so maybe. Ooh. I mean, What am I trying to get next turn? A Maze Mind Tome? Into a Liliana? Beseech the Mirror is a really good card, right? I keep that. Oh god, this deck again. Why is it always this deck? Does anyone play any other decks? I was playing this deck. Let's be fair here. I was also playing this. And I was also hating life because of it. I'm gonna have to discard multiple cards anyways, so I don't think it matters. Take it. Another Maze Mind Tome is not great. I don't think I have time. Concealed Courtyard's a little bit better.
When I win, you're telling me.
Sacrifices must be made.
I can actually Beseech next turn. If that matters. I don't know. Do I discard the Archangel? I don't want to discard the Archangel. What am I beseeching into? Blot out, okay. Blot out my Liliana.
Luck favors the foolish, after all.
If I play an Archangel here, how does he stop it?
Follow my light. Ready arms.
I'm sacking the Maze Mind Tome anyways, might as well use it. Oh, okay. That is different. He's not doing anything. That means I might not want to use the Maze Mind Tome, right? Let's use a plus. Do the attack.
Shine bright, hero.
Blood Pit Drowner. Can't drown both. Does he have a counter spell? If he has Blot Out, he might have counter spells. This looks like the exact deck I was playing. Okay, he doesn't have a counterspell, so I could Liliana. Make him sacrifice a creature. I could Karn, which I don't know. DOJ is not great. I don't want Kaya, I can't play it. So, Staff, what does Staff do? Proliferate. Gives me an extra mana. Liliana makes him sack the creature. Liliana's pretty fun, right? He was having a hard time fighting Liliana before. Let's blot out the exiles. So yeah. Let's get the Lily. I'm sure he's going to...
This fight finished before brunch.
Oh, I thought I was going to play a flying creature. Well, I guess
Off
he
you
just does that.
go.
Fluffed Drowner. But what is he going to attack? My Liliana will be the wrong thing to attack, but he might do it. Don't attack Lily. Be the fool. Oh man, he might not attack Lily. Well, if he doesn't attack Lily, he's giving me 2 planeswalkers. That's also not great.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
Does he play anything else? He didn't have a counterspell last turn. You think he's gonna have one this turn? He did have a counterspell this turn. Oh man, that's kind of trolling. Alright, well I can still get the Maze Mind Tome and Liliana out. I guess we do that.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate... Sacrifices must be made.
I still don't think that was the wrong sack. Just didn't think he was going to have a counterspell. You can bring back the Refute or the Blot Out, but he can't use it this turn. Fear of Isolation. All these self bounces are not playing fair. What can I get here? It's probably gonna be bad, huh? Just put a stop in case he has a removal spell he wants to use. Feels like he does. Oh wow, okay. Why would you do that? That is such a not good play. Fountainport? Don't know. I want to play the Maze Mind Tome and I want to be able to remove. Alright, didn't matter there. So let's go to the main. Liliana's just gonna die.
Drop it.
Okay. That's at least marginally better than nothing. I mean, there's still a fear I gotta fight, but this Ghost Vacuum fights the Storm Chaser's Talon pretty well. He's gonna attack Lily. Lily's gonna die. Sorry, Lily. You're gonna take one for the team.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
What is the target? I mean, it should be pretty obvious. I'm gonna make sure you don't target that. That's why my ghost has a vacuum. Another Maze Mind Tome, alright. Maze Mind Tome's gonna do work. We're drawing 3 cards a turn. They have a Storm Chaser's Talon. They're gonna level to the max. They going to attack? They're going to attack. I don't think I like the attack. It's not necessarily just wrong, you know? It's like, really depends. Do we take the Drowners? Draw a card here. Draw a card here. You gotta make your move. Beyond the Fear. And then we will get... do we... No, yeah, let's get lost to Stormchaser's Talon for getting otters. There we go. Now he has nothing on board. Gorkanorro. Ghost Vacuum, man. I'm telling you. This town ain't big enough for the Ghost Vacuums. Probably even exile here. Take out the Refute. He's probably looking to counter my Ghost Vacuum here. Wouldn't put it past him. I'm at 14, so I can afford to draw cards instead of gain life, right? So I don't have to tap the Maze Mind Tome. Go for the Throw is not great. Fountainport is great. So he's probably going to counter this. Right, is a Refute? No? You didn't counter it? Why did you use this town in? The Ghost Vacuum doesn't go away. Anoint, you got it. That was, yeah, get out of here, GG. Did not play it correctly. Alright, our opponent is Lopezu. That's the name you can have. We're gonna go first. 2 lands, bunch of removal. Let's try it out. Maze Mind Tome, that's pretty good. Any other card I'd probably toss because I don't have enough lands. But I thought that was a small one. Alright. Alright, alright. Do this thing. Black. Pyromancer, gain from your life. What is this deck? Okay, we're gonna miss a land drop because of the Maze Mind Tome. Do we just throw out the Maze? I think we just throw out the Maze Mind Tome. Put a stop here, put a stop here. Let it go. There's another one of those. It's dealing a lot of damage today. Monster's Rage. Am I gonna get mana screw for 2 games in a row now? That's kind of insane. Alright, I am gonna get screwed 2 games in a row. 2 games together, I draw maybe like 3 lands. Well, technically 4. If you do the correct math here. Wow. Post-combat chip. You know, it's actually kind of fun. If it weren't so sad, it would be kind of funny. You got any buff spells like that, right? I'm at 1. Are you gonna make any plays? Just gonna rope out while I'm at 1? Alright. That's a thing you can do. Game 4 live. We get the 3rd Beseech before we get any lands. We even get the card we want to Beseech into. Down to 2. Still won't give me any lands. One land away from winning. Also 1 turn away from losing. So let's see which one gets here first. Felden. Gives me 2 life for some reason. Oh boy. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. It's gonna squeeze me. This is an old school deck. Is he about to squeeze me? Face down card. Dude. That is surprising. I'm in black anyways. Alright, I can bargain one of these out. 4 mana, what do we get here? Archangel's not as good as Liliana, honestly. Liliana, I think, is where it's at. You can't haste Lily.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick. Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
Codebreaker. Don't want to sack my last. Wow, okay. We got there. We play off 2 lands for like 5 turns. Come on, Lopez. Don't be such a coward. Play it out. I'm at 6. Alright, our opponent is Viola. Alright, we're gonna go first. We got a backstreet, 2 Fountainports. It seems like I always get 2 colorless lands in the opener. Liliana. Can't really play Liliana with a 2 Fountainports, right? I like Lily, but she's gotta go. Blue. What kind of blue are they? Would I have to go aggressively into... I probably do. Or maybe Night Dome. Still, I'm gonna aggressively look for the... I was gonna say aggressively look for the card that targets graveyards, but I think right now I'm just gonna know where to run their bird. Two Fountainports. Let's stop here. Okay, fine. It is a land. It's marginally useful here. Three steps to draw. I want to have the Ghost Vacuum. That's the card I was trying to aggressively look for. Huh. Aetherize? Well, I'm not going to attack him, so Aetherize this. Sunken Citadel, Authority. Mono blue deck is weird. Like, opt. Okay, he's trying to get a Jin now and just protect the Jin probably. I might have to Beseech for the one card that matters. Hello. Okay, he's gonna draw a bunch of cards. It's not like I can counter it. What am I slowing down for? There's gonna be a Jin and there's gonna be Tolarian Terrors, right? How do I fight that? Not gonna be easy. But there's gotta be ways. Is this? Interest or attack put a flood count on target land. First instant costs each land with a flood counter on. Alright, let's try to kill this. Does it go through? It did go through. Didn't have a counterspell after all that? Oh, I got it. Natural draw. He probably has counter spells though. What do I do to stop him? Let him counter the Beseech. I don't want to let him counter. So maybe it's just card draw. Slip Pit Drowner. That doesn't do much. I can tank this for days, so I think I just tank it for days, right? Treasure. Draw a card. It's a land. Ooh, Karn. Is that good? Creates a power stone every turn. Just gonna get attacked down, right? So around the Karn after, well, Elspeth is also something that can get countered. Everything gets countered here. You gotta do all in one turn, I think. I think that's the trick. Flow of Knowledge. Can't stop the flow of knowledge. But at least I could stop something. I don't know what. But he hasn't played any counter spells yet. Another one of these? You can't kill it, huh? Do I get a kill spell here? Day of Judgment. That's a lot. Let's do flow counters. He gets a lot of reduction. That he does. Oh, I went through surprisingly easily. Maybe he has another one. Do we make the Power Stone, or do we make the... No, not enough white. Okay. Probably gonna counter this. No? Man, what does he counter?
If we must fight, I require more energy.
I'm so surprised. Because Karn is a really good card. If I get that emblem? Can I get the emblem next turn? No. But I can get the emblem the turn after. And that's real scary. Hey, he's got another one of those. Alright, he does have a lot of reduction. I don't have a lot of kill spells, funny enough. Like, I have a lot of kill spells in the deck. I didn't draw a lot of kill spells, is what I mean to say. Don't think we're gonna get Karn there. Enticing as it may be. Season of Weaving. Okay, choose an artifact or creature you control as a legendary. You draw 3 cards. Why would you? He's not legendary? Is a token not legendary? Yeah, right? I'm confused. Let's take out a season. It's got how many cards? 26 cards left? Alright, well. Make your move. Did we do that? I don't think I need to do it in response anyways. Alright, he returns it back to his hand. But now he's tapped out. New staff. It's got a flood maul. I knew it was gonna happen. Do I exile right now? I don't think I should exile right now. There's that fish again. It's got 19 cards, right? That's the first card he played. Sleight of hand. Is he tapping himself out for me? That'd be very nice of him. Three steps, okay. Regular counter spell. We try this again. Don't have another Lily, huh? So gotta go with the Day of Judgment. Alright, we got that. To play the Authority anyways. I'm gonna draw a card. Haughty Jin is a 9. Looks scary. Flow. It's got 12 cards left. 2 lands, probably 2 negates. Let's just exile the flow. Draw a card here. Another Beseech. Okay. We're getting something done here. Oh boy, okay. What do we Beseech out? The treasure. Let me Beseech. Non-token creature visuals. Got him. I think you forgot about this. Oh shit. Don't have enough white? You kidding me? Why did you tap both my black mana? Jesus fucking hell. Alright, I gotta play Kaya.
I was expecting a more impressive enemy. It's time for your spirit to move on.
That was ridiculous. Another Jin. Kaya's hexproof. season. Choose a creature, make a copy of it. This has not been a fun game, huh? The auto tapper is really getting to me. Alright, at least this is one. Yes, tap my white again.
Piece by piece, our victory will come together.
There's no way he has no interaction, right?
I will put an end to this misery.
Today you die.
I return all of them, which is I think just one Liliana.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
He's opting. He's opting for a beating. Might just sack your last creature.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Every power stone fuels our
Not
cause.
even gonna bother, he's gonna take out. Instant or sorcery, I cast cost one less. Don't have any. Do I lose the other ability? Why do I lose the other ability? Turn each non-land permanent, non-land non-token, these are tokens, okay. There's a lot of good cards. Mahari Jin. So is he going to counter this Liliana?
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault.
He's down to 5 cards. Is he really trying to play this out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is not 7.
Off you go.
No, I don't think I want the authorities out, right? Do I want to attack him? I gain a little bit of life. Is this relevant? I gain that life anyways, right? With the authority.
Pyrexia is spreading. We must act now. Dominaria's treasures will aid us in our fight.
I mean, does it really matter if I attack or not? He's got 4 cards. I just got last 4 turn against the Jin. Demolition Field, that's not a very good card. Go for the throw, that is a good card. Ah, it's dead. Take that mono blue, you ran out your whole deck. Man, that was a long game. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you see all those games, how does this Super Friends deck feel? I like it. I think it's a good deck. I think it is tricky to play, and it takes a little bit of a learning curve in the first few games. And definitely something that you have to remember is that you have a lot of removal in the deck. Don't be afraid to fling them out against early game creatures. Even if it looks like you're not getting enough value, just kill creatures on your turn if you must, just to get them out of the way. I feel like that is necessary. Another thing that's very important is knowing what to beseech out. And that means knowing what's in your deck. And that obviously takes a few games to really remember, right? And last game, you saw how Karn, Archangel, even though there's only one off in each in the deck for each, they both did a very amazing role, which is pretty good. I really like one of each in the deck. And Ghost Vacuum is so beautiful. This one little card here, the 1 mana card, is just making my control dream come true, because I hate combo. I love playing combo myself, but I hate playing against combo when I'm playing control, because it's the inevitability, right? You can counter 1 card at a time, but eventually they top deck their Reanimator and just blow you out of the water. Now with Ghost Vacuum, you can stop that from happening. Of course, it's a little bit harder to draw just 1 off in the deck. That's why there's Beseech the Mirror. You don't even have to bargain. You can just Beseech on turn 5 and just play your little Ghost Vacuum after searching it out. That's not too bad either. There is one thing I would change in this deck, and that's all the Fountainports. Definitely put 4 Fountainports. But all the Sunken Citadels, my idea was that the Sunken Citadel works really well with Fountainport, and a lot of the Orzhov deck I was trying in the early days always had 4 Sunken Citadel and 4 Fountainports. Not anymore. I think the Sunken Citadels can go. That's too slow. In the early games, I get blown out of the water by red too often because of these tap lands. So what I think is maybe we cut the Sunken Citadel and put in 4 other lands. Now, what could those lands be? Right, it could be playing a swamp and then 2 Cave of Koilos, so that we get dual color lands. Even though they're pay lands, at least we're able to consistently get the Beseech the Mirror a lot easier. Or it could be 2 more swamps and 2 Cave of Koilos, because we need 3 black pips, right? Or if you're gutsy, just put in 4 Cave of Koilos and go nuts, because Authority of the Council and Maze Mind Tome does gain us a lot of life. So sometimes you can leverage that. The Sunken Citadel definitely is something that never helps. And what I really hate about Sunken Citadel is that it breaks the auto tapper on Arena. So you got to be very careful. You saw in the last game a few turns where I just used the auto tapper a little too quickly, and it didn't want to tap the Sunken Citadel, even though it's not the color that I want, and that's painful. I could have won that game a few turns earlier if I was able to do that, but I couldn't. So that is the thing to keep in mind. Of course, Sunken Citadel is a good card, but not in this deck, not anymore. Now I think we just need early game sustainability, so that we can get to the mid game where Beseech the Mirror can just get us whatever card we need for that matchup and win from there. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.